A very good evening to all of you. I'm Gaurav Gupta and I welcome all of you once again on the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep, where we are running a series that is called The Last Lap to IPMAT 2022. And this series of sessions like that I'm taking right now is particularly on score maximizer of logical reasoning. And this is the third part of this session of logical reasoning score maximizer. So please confirm if I am audible and visible to all of you. Come on. So we'll start the session as soon as I'll get a confirmation from all of you that I am audible and visible. Good evening, everyone. All right. Tarun, Anusha, thank you for confirmation. Manoti, Shubhra. All right, great. So friends, welcome back once again to the YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. And I welcome all of you to the last lab to IPMAT, where we are doing logical reasoning score maximizer, and this is part number 3. Now, previously in the first two parts, I have taken some of the topics of logical reasoning. We have seen the concepts and the questions related to these topics. Now, if I will briefly talk about the different topics that you may see in the logical reasoning section of IPMAT Rohtak examination, which has 40 questions of logical reasoning in the examination. So these are the topics that we will be discussing in this entire series of logical reasoning score maximizer. Now, some of the topics are already discussed. So these are certain topics that we'll be discussing. So direction senses, blood relations, coding, decoding, clocks and calendars, syllogisms, input output analysis. We have done all these topics in part 1 and part 2. Now further, linear and circular arrangements, scheduling and section selection, non-verbal reasoning, mathematical operators and inequalities, number, letter and alphanumerical series, cubes and dices. These are yet to be discussed. And then ranking based problems, analogies, data sufficiency, and numbers and alphabet test. So all these topics will be there in the logical reasoning section of IPMAT Rohtak examination. All right. Yes, Movies Malik, you are preparing for CLAT. We do have logical reasoning section in CLAT. So yes, this session will be helpful for you. No, Shreyash. I'll be taking a different set of questions right now. Okay. So the session I've taken at 2 o'clock on the application of BYJU'S exam prep. In that session, we have discussed blood relations. In this session, the agenda will be these 4 things. So linear and circular arrangements, scheduling and selection, analogies, and data sufficiency. So these are the 4 things from where I have taken questions in today's session. All right. So friends, all of us together, let us start with this session. All the questions will be appearing in front of you one by one. All right. And I'll be giving you few seconds, probably 1 minute to solve a particular question, after which I'll be discussing the entire solution of that particular problem. All right. So all of you, please take out a piece of paper. 2 or 3 sheets of paper will be fine, and a pen with all of you, because you will require to do a lot of rough work while solving these questions. All right. So let's quickly start with this session with the first question on your screen in a few moments. So all the best to all of you. Tarun, 2 o'clock, yes, there was a class. Okay, but that lecture was on blood relations, not on YouTube, but it was on the application of BYJU'S exam prep. So you can go to Google Play, and Google Play Store से जाके आप app download कर सकते हो, and there are lots of free sessions that are conducted on our app as well. Okay, so let's start with this. The first question on your screen now. Now this question is based on a linear arrangement. Have a look at it, all of you. Try to arrange these 5 boys who are standing in a row facing north. No problem, Tarun. If you have missed any of the sessions, you can always watch the recording of those sessions. I must tell all of you once again, you all can download the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep, then select the BBA course, BBA or CLAT, whatever course you are enrolled with. And there are lots of free sessions that are happening on our app as well. So anyone with the answer for the first question? So question says that five boys are standing in a row and are facing north. So these are five boys and all of them are facing same direction. So one, two, three, four, five. All right. Now Pavan is to the left of Tavan, Vipin and Chavan. So P is to the left of these three people. So that means these three people will be on the right of P. So P can be at any one of the first two places. Okay, P के right में तीन लोग होने चाहिए. So that means P has to be either at chair number 1 or chair number 2. All right. So P can be placed at any of these two, and the remaining three, T, V, and C, T, V, and C will be on the right of P. Now again, T, V, and C, the same set of three people, are to the left of Nakul. So all of them are to the left of Nakul as well. So now I can say that since these three people are on the right of P and on the left of N, so P will come at chair number 1, N will come at chair number 5. All right. So ये तो fix हो गया, and T, V, and C at chair number 2, 3, and 4, not respectively. Now let's see what will happen. Now C is between T and V. C is between T and V. So C will come at the center and T and V will come at chair number 2 and 4 interchangeably. But it is also given that V is fourth from the left. So V will come here and T will come at the second chair. That's it. The arrangement is done. Such a simple question it was. Then how far is T from the right hand side? So how far is T from right hand side? So T is at fourth chair starting from right hand side. So let's see how many of you are correct. So Anusha, Shubhra, Purvanshu, Suhas, Shreyash, Achitya, Manoti, Tarun, Shelly, and Movies Malik. So all of you are correct. Those students who have given a different answer, I hope you have understood this particular arrangement. Yes or no? All right. Now let's go ahead and look at the next question. This question was a warm-up question, easy question to start with, and the answer was option B, that is the fourth position. Okay. Now let's move on to second question. Now, seven universities, basketball players A, B, C, D, E, F, G are to be honored at a special luncheon. The players will be seated on a dais in a row. A and G have the luncheon early and must be seated at the extreme right. So A and G must be seated at the extreme right. So the last two positions will be taken by A and G. B will receive the trophy from the most valuable player and so must be exactly in the center to facilitate presentation. C and D are bitter rivals and therefore must be seated as far apart as possible. Which of the following pairs cannot occupy the seats on either side of B? I'll wait for a few more seconds before I start with the discussion of this particular set. Anyone with the answer? All right, Purvanshu, option C. Anusha, Achyut. All right, very good. Okay, so let's start with the discussion. Now, 7 players A, B, C, D, E, F, G. They will be arranged in a row. Now, I have made these 7 chairs. Now, first statement, A and G have the luncheon early, so must be seated at the extreme right. Okay, so extreme right, that means these two places are fixed for A and G. Now, A and G can interchange their positions. Okay, but A and G will come at the last 2 chairs. It can be A followed by G, or it can be G and then A. Okay, so first statement is done. Next, B will receive the trophy, so must be exactly in the center. So B will take the middlemost position, the center position. So that means chair number 4. So this place will be fixed for B. Next, C and D are bitter rivals and therefore must be seated as far apart as possible. Now, of the remaining chairs, obviously 3 chairs are occupied by A, G and B. So of the remaining chairs, C and D will sit as far apart as possible. Okay, so I can say that the first chair and the fifth chair will be occupied by C and D, again not respectively. Okay, so C or D, one of them will come here and the other person D or C will sit at this place. Done? Now this is it. The conditions are over. Now the question is, which of the following pairs cannot occupy the seats on either side of B? On either side of B, that means on the immediate left and immediate right, they are talking about these places. So which of the following pairs cannot occupy? Okay. Now first pair F and D. अब बचे कौन कौन दो लोग हैं? A, B, C, D, E and F are left. Okay. So E and F can come at any of these 2 chairs. Okay. And they can interchange their places. Right. So the first pair F and D. So F can come at chair number 3. Yes. And D can come at chair number 4. So, sorry, chair number 5, I'll call it. So B के जो भी adjacent 2 chairs हैं उस पे F और D आ सकते हैं. Okay, question is, which of the following pairs cannot occupy? So answer will not be option A, because option A, F and D can occupy the seats on either side of B. Next option, D and E. So yes, D can come at chair number 5 and E can come at chair number 3. So option B will also not be the answer. Option C contains G, and G will occupy any of the chairs 6 or 7, and hence G cannot come on the either side of B. So option C cannot occupy the seats on either side of B. So the correct answer will be option C. And yes, those who have written the answer, all of you are absolutely correct. Wonderful, great. So answer is option C, that is E and G. All right. Okay. Now that was question number 2. Let's move on to question number 3. Now question number 3, 4 and 5 are related to the conditions that are given on the screen. So this is the set of 3 questions. All the conditions are displayed in front of you. Read these conditions, draw the arrangement, and then I'll take you to the questions one by one. I'll give you 2 minutes to finish this. Those who are done with the arrangement, they may post done in the chat box. It's my suggestion to all of you, those who are attending the session live, if you are spending time in watching this session, So you must attempt all these questions here in the live format. In case you have already studied these chapters, this will be a practice questions. This will be a set of practice questions for all of you, and you can utilize this session to increase your speed. Okay, so all of you must attempt all these questions in the live format right now if you are there live in this session. Once you have made the arrangement, you can post done in the chat box. I'll wait for a few more minutes and then we'll start with the discussion. All right, so Manoti, you are done. Shubhra, you are also done. I'll wait for a few more seconds and then I'll start with the discussion. All right. So Shubhra, Manoti, and Anusha. So meanwhile, you can post the arrangement that you have made. You can use the initials of these fruits. Okay. Papaya and pomegranate start with the same alphabet. So you can write PA and PO. And the fasting day, you can represent it by F. So all of you, those who are done, they can post whatever arrangement they have made. All right, so let's start with the discussion. Now, these are the following directions for Karina's dieting schedule, which consists of one fruit on a given day of a week. The dietitian has prescribed the 5 fruits banana, papaya, pomegranate, apple, and grape from Saturday to Friday. From Sunday to Friday. So, one Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. These are the 6 days, with one day being the fasting day. Okay, so we are given 5 fruits banana, papaya, pomegranate, apple, and grape. So these 5 fruits will come on each of these 5 days, and one day will be the fasting day. And Saturday, no fruit is allowed. So Saturday, we don't consider. Okay, so this is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, one fruit on 5 of these 6 days, and then one day will be a fasting day. Now, condition starts from here. The pomegranate day is neither on the first day nor on the last day. So, pomegranate first day nahi ho sakta and pomegranate last day bhi nahi ho sakta. Okay, fine. But it is earlier than papaya. So pomegranate should be before papaya. So I'm writing at the top. So pomegranate should be before papaya. Fine. Now there can be any number of days between pomegranate and papaya. Okay. Next condition. The apple day is on the immediate next day of papaya. So whenever the papaya comes, apple will immediately follow. Okay, so papaya and apple are on consecutive days, with apple on the immediate next day of papaya. Next condition, the banana day is on the previous day of fasting. So fasting say previous day, fasting is F. So fasting say previous day pe banana hona chahiye. Okay. Next condition, the apple day and the grape day must have a gap of 2 days. So apple and grape gap of 2 days. I'll write it separately. So apple 2 days and grape, or vice versa, grape 2 days and apple. All right. Last condition, the grape day is the day that immediately follows fasting day. So fasting day के immediate बाद grape day आ जाना चाहिए. All right. So these 3 days should be consecutive. These 2 days are consecutive, and pomegranate should be before that. And apple and grape के बीच में 2 दिन होने चाहिए. Okay. Now banana, fasting day and grape. Let's see ये 3 fruits कहां कहां पे आ सकते हैं. So can these 3 come at on the first 3 days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? If I'll put them on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, banana, fasting day and grape day, then the next 3, pomegranate, apple, pomegranate, papaya and apple will be Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, and apple and grape के बीच में 2 दिन हो जाएंगे. Okay. Next is banana, fasting and grape. Can they come on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? No, they cannot come on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Otherwise, we will not have 2 days between apple and grape. So if I'll put banana, let's put it here, banana, fasting and grape. Okay. So papaya and apple will have to come at these 2 days because they are consecutive. And pomegranate will come on the first day, which is also not possible. Okay. So this is not possible. So the only possibility that arises here is putting banana, fasting and grape on the first 3 days. Okay. So banana, fasting and grape on the first 3 days, then pomegranate, papaya and apple. So this will be the proper arrangement, and that is done. Okay, fine. So now let's move on to the questions. So banana, fasting, grape, pomegranate, papaya and apple. This is the sequence. So this is the logical structure: banana, fasting, grape, pomegranate, papaya and apple. Now let's look at the questions one by one. So which of the following is the fasting day? So out of these 4 options, which of the following is the fasting day? So we have already seen that the second day was the fasting day. Or if I look at the arrangement, so it was Monday. So Monday was the fasting day. So the correct answer will be option C. All right. Now, Shelly, you have given an arrangement. I would like to go back. Okay? I would like to go back. So you have said grape, pomegranate, papaya. Now, grape should be after the fasting day. Okay. So grape cannot be the starting day. Fine. Grape से हम start नहीं कर सकते because grape should come after the fasting day. So that means your arrangement was not correct. All right. So which of the following is the fasting day? So fasting day is Monday. That is option C. Okay. All right. Next, question number 4. Banana day and apple day have a gap of how many days between them? So banana day and apple day. So banana day is this one, apple day is this one. They have how many days between them? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So they have a gap of 4 days between them. So the correct answer here will be option D. All right. Okay. Next question on the same logic. Which day is the grape day? Again, we have made the entire arrangement. So grape comes on Tuesday. All right. So the correct answer will be option B. That is a Tuesday. All right. So these were the 3 questions. The arrangement was not at all tough, and 3 questions, again, they were completely based. They were direct questions on the arrangement that we have made. Right. Now let's move on towards the next set. The next set consists of 2 questions, 6th and 7th. So these are the conditions that are related to the next set. Now read the information given below and answer the questions that follows. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H want to have dinner on a round table, and they have worked out the following seating arrangement. A will sit beside C, H will sit beside A, C will sit beside E, and so on. These are 8 conditions that are given to all of you. Okay, okay, Shelly, no problem. Now please focus on the given set. Now this is a circular arrangement. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H are sitting around around a table to have a dinner, and 8 conditions are given. Movies Malik, you are asking about the trick to do these questions. Now the only trick is through practice. So थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा practice करो, and gradually you'll start taking less amount of time. So frankly telling you, my experience says that there is no shortcut to these questions. ऐसा नहीं है कि 2 दिन में ही you will start solving these questions in very less amount of time. Okay, so try to do a lot of practice and you will reduce the time taken. Now, a lot of you have done. Shreyash, Madhav, Suhas ने आंसर लिख दिया है. Manoti, Shubhra, all of you are done. Okay. Now this question is not that difficult, but it is not also that easy. So let us start with the discussion since a lot of you have already done this. So these are all the conditions. Okay, these are all the conditions that we are given. Now what I'll do is, now in all these conditions, beside, this is the word that is used. They have not mentioned if a person is on the left or on the right of another person. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll make a chain of all these people and then we'll arrange them around a circular table. Okay. So A will sit beside C. So A and C are adjacent, right? H will sit beside A. 1 second. Okay, so again, A will sit beside C. First condition is over. I'm not considering this as the left or right. Okay, I'm just putting them adjacent. So if A is here, C is here, H will sit beside A. So H will also be the neighbor of A. So H cannot come on the other side. So H will come on this side. Okay. Now C will sit beside E. C will sit beside E. So E can come only at this side. F will sit beside H. So F will come on this side. E will sit beside G. G will be placed here. D will sit beside F. D will sit here. G will sit beside B. And finally, B will sit beside D. So B will sit beside D, and this will form a chain or a circular arrangement. Okay. Now, yes, movies Malik. Okay. So now understand what I'm going to do. So since I don't know a person if it is on the left of one person or on the right of other person. So if I'll start the arrangement from D, then I'll put F, H, A, C, E, G, B and automatically D aa gaya. So what I've done is I have arranged them starting from D in the clockwise direction. This question can also have another arrangement. I can place them in anti-clockwise direction as well. Okay, so if I'll start from D, then F, H, A, C, E, G and B. Okay, so this particular question, this particular set will have two different arrangements that I have drawn on the screen. Okay, now I hope all of you have drawn these two arrangements. I hope, but I know that some of you have drawn only one arrangement. Okay, so tell me, Originally, have you drawn, please tell me truthfully, have you drawn only one of these arrangements or have you drawn both these arrangements? Come on, please mention it. One or two. Okay, so these are the conditions and these can be the two arrangements. All right. Now I want all of you to draw these arrangements. Okay. I'll also take a picture of this and let's solve both the questions related to this. Okay. So question number one, which of the following will definitely be wrong? So look at the arrangement that we have drawn. Okay. So I'll take you back. Note down these two arrangements. Quickly, all of you note down these two arrangements. And let's have a look at first question. Which of the following is definitely wrong? A will be to the immediate right of C. So let me draw both the arrangements for all of you. Okay, so starting from here, D, F, H, A, C, E, G, and B. Second arrangement will be D, F, H, A, C, E, G, and B. So these are the two arrangements. A will be on the immediate right of C. A and C are adjacent. In one of the arrangements, A will be on the left of C. In the other arrangement, A will be on the right of C. We have to find out which of the following will definitely be wrong. So option A may or may be correct. May or may not be correct. Okay. So A will be true in one arrangement and will not be true in the other arrangement. So definitely wrong nahi ho sakta. Option B, D will be to the immediate left of B. So D and B are adjacent. So in one arrangement, D will be on the left and other D will be on the right. So this may or may not be wrong. Option C, E will be to the immediate right of A. E and A are not adjacent to each other. So option C will definitely be wrong. Okay. F and D in the fourth option are adjacent to each other. So F will be to the immediate left of D in one of the arrangements. So it will not be definitely wrong. Okay. So option C will be the option that will definitely be wrong and hence it is the correct answer. All right. So the correct answer here will be option C. I hope all of you are understanding this. Right. Now let's move on to question number 7. While sitting, which of these options will be correct? A will be directly facing C. No, A and C are adjacent to each other. B will be directly facing C. No, B and C are facing each other. So B is not facing C. A will be directly facing B. Yes, in both the arrangements, I can say that A is directly facing B and A is not directly facing D. So option C in this case is absolutely correct. All right. Am I clear to all of you? So some of you have drawn one arrangement, some of you have drawn both the arrangements, right? So please be careful with such questions, with such arrangements. Okay. There can be more than one possible arrangement that can be drawn. All right. Okay. Now with this, let's move on to our next question. Question number 8. Now question number 8 is based on data sufficiency. Now read this question. It's a very interesting question. श्रेयस इज सेइंग सर ऐसे क्वेश्चन आएंगे बस. यस श्रेयस, किसी भी टाइप के क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं श्रेयस, ऐसा बिल्कुल भी जरूरी नहीं है कि एग्जामिनेशन में सिर्फ डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. माय एक्सपीरियंस सेज दैट majority of the questions are on easy side. The difficult thing is only to look for those questions. हमें मिलते नहीं है वो questions easily. Okay, but they are present in the examination. Any answer for this one? So among M, N, O, P, Q, R, each having different heights, this is given. Who is the second tallest? All right. Two statements are given. You will have to find out using which of these statements you can answer the question that is asked up there. So is it only statement 1 or is it only statement 2, or you need to use both the statements together to find the answer, or the two statements together are not sufficient to answer the question. Now Manoti says that we need to take both the statements together. All right. Okay, so I'll explain you the funda of this question. So a question is asked up there, among M and OPQR who have different heights, who is the second tallest? Okay, now two set of information, statement number 1 and statement number 2 are given. You have to find out using which of these statements you will be able to answer the given question. Okay, am I clear, Movies Malik? Okay, so some of you are saying option C, and Tarun says option B. Now let's have a look at this question. Okay, now among MNOPQR, 6 persons are given, each having different heights. Who is the second tallest? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say these are 6 people who are arranged in increasing order of their heights. Increasing order of their heights. I have to find out which one is the second tallest. So on the rightmost side, I'll write the tallest person, and on the leftmost side, I'll write the shortest person. Okay, so shortest to tallest, I'll arrange them. Okay, and I have to find who is the second tallest. Statement number 1 alone. M is taller than only O. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. M सिर्फ O से बड़ा है और किसी से बड़ा नहीं है, तो M will come at second place. Okay. N is taller than P. N is taller than P, but N is shorter than R. Q is shorter than N. Q is shorter than N. Okay. So M is taller than O only. So M second place पे आएगा, O first place पे आएगा. O will be the shortest. N is taller than P. N P से बड़ा है, but R से छोटा है. And Q is shorter than N. Q N से छोटा है. Okay. So at these 4 remaining position, these 4 P, N, R and Q will come. Okay. Now both P and Q are shorter than N, and R is taller than N. So N will come at this place, R will come at this place. P and Q will occupy the remaining 2 places interchangeably. All right. So I have to determine who is the second tallest, and yes, I have determined N is the second tallest. So answer can be given by statement number 1 only. Statement number 1 से अकेले आंसर आ सकता है. All right, am I clear, all of you? Shreyash, you have drawn the arrangement, but Shreyash, P and Q किसी भी order में हो सकते हैं, ठीक है? So this is one small correction that you need to make. Otherwise, N is the second tallest person. All right, Shreyash. Now let's look at the second statement. अब second statement अकेले देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, because first statement से आंसर आ चुका है. अब options क्या थे? Options were statement 1 alone, statement 2 alone. Now अगर किसी भी एक statement से आंसर आ जाता है, then there is no need to combine both the statements together. So answer has to be option A. Okay, statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question, but statement 2 alone is not sufficient. All right, am I clear? Let's move on to question number 9. One more question on data sufficiency. Please read it carefully and try to find the answer. All of you. and please just exchange the numbers. आप लोग आपस में बातें कर रहे हो, so you can exchange the numbers with all of among yourself, so that you can talk personally and not at this platform. Okay, so Tarun, I'll go back. So Tarun is saying sir answer दोनों से आ रहा है. So Tarun, let's discuss statement number 2. ठीक है? So एक बार statement number 2 को भी discuss करते हैं. Statement number 2 says Q is taller than only 3 persons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Q is taller than 3. So Q यहाँ पे आ जाएगा, which will be taller than 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so Q will come at 4th place. Tarun? P is taller than M. P is taller than M, but shorter than R. Okay? N is shorter than R. N is shorter than R, but taller than P. So M, P, N, R. ये अरेंजमेंट हो जाएगा इन चारों में. Now तरुण, मजे की बात ये है, इन सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट नथिंग इज गिवन अबाउट O. अब O को कहां पे प्लेस करोगे? O can be the tallest, O can be the second tallest. So in second statement, nothing is given about O. So that is why I cannot find the answer using second statement. I hope I am clear with this. All right. Now let's go ahead and look at question number 9. So this is based on coding decoding. Tarun, Q third पे नहीं आएगा. Q was taller than 3 persons. So Q will come at 4th place. I was drawing increasing order. So Q 3 लोगों से बड़ा है तो Q 4th नंबर पे आना चाहिए. All right. Okay, so Shubhra, Anusha and Achut are saying that 2 statements taken together are still not sufficient to answer the question. Okay. Fine. Now let's look at this question. Let's try to find out the code for R. Okay. Now code for R calculate करना है. R is there in the first statement. I'm taking first statement alone. So speak nicely to all. All are like us. So all का code calculate कर सकते हैं हम. So what happens in these questions is every word is coded as a particular code. Every word has a code, but it is not written at its respective place. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to find out the common words and match them with the common codes. So all is common in these two statements which are given in statement 1. Okay. Now all का code क्या होगा? Anyone? All का code क्या होगा? Common क्या है यहाँ पे? SIFUHE. HE is common. So HE will be coded as all. Now, is there anything common in the 2 sentences given in first statement? Speak nicely to. No, nothing is common. So statement number 1 alone is not sufficient. So statement 1 alone is not sufficient. ठीक है, और कुछ common ही नहीं है. मुझे R का code निकालना है. I cannot find that. Statement number 2 consider करते हैं. Now statement number 2 में R given ही नहीं है यहाँ पे. R is not given. Okay, so statement number 2 alone is not sufficient. So what I'll do is I'll try to combine these two statements. अब combine करते हैं तो मेरे पास 4 sentences हैं. I have 4 sentences in all. So I'll keep on striking all the common words and their codes. So all के लिए he आ चुका है. All is he. Second statement में कुछ कहीं पे all है. Yes, all is there and he is there. So I have striked out all the common words and their codes. Now next कुछ common ढूंढते हैं. Okay. So next common is are like us. Us is common. So us is common here and here. So us का कोड क्या हो सकता है? It will be SIFFO. FO will be the code for us. So I have cancelled it out. All right. Now let's look at the code for like. Like का code, like is common here and here. Okay. So like का code calculate कर सकते हैं. So like will be coded as SI. SI common है यहाँ पे. अब ये वाला जो सेंटेंस है इसमें सिर्फ R बचा हुआ है. So R will be coded as TO. So R will be coded as TO, and yes, I am able to find out the code for R using both the statements together. All right. So both the statements are sufficient to find the answer. So R will be coded as 2 and the correct answer will be option C if the two statements taken together are sufficient to answer the question, but neither statement alone is sufficient. So simple, option C is the correct answer. All right. Okay. Let's move on to the last question for the day, question number 10. Question number 10 is on analogies. It's a verbal analogy, but it's an easy one. So all of you should be able to give me an answer for this verbal analogy. Book is to author. You will have to find out which of these four options bears the same relationship as book is to author. Careful, read all the four options properly and then give me an answer. Purvanshu says option D, symphony composer. All right. Yes, all of you are absolutely correct. Now, book is written by the author. Book is made by the author. Okay. Rain is not made by the flood. Okay. Flood se rain aata hai. Fine. Light and switch, not the same relationship. Song and music, absolutely not. Symphony is created by the composer. So yes, the correct answer will be option D. Such an easy question this was. All right. So friends, that is all from my side for the day. I hope you liked this session. If yes, if you have liked the session, I want all of you to please quickly press the like button. Come on. So I can see that I have very less number of likes in this session. So what all you want, I am delivering it for all of you. I just want the number of likes to be increased. So please press the like button if you have liked the session. We'll see you once again in logical reasoning score maximizer part 4 of this session on Sunday, that is 19th of June. Now this is the schedule for the next 5 sessions for the next 5 days, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. 18, 19 and 20. Okay. So will be in front of you, will be coming up again and again up till this particular examination in this series of last lap to IPMAT 2022. Also, don't forget to join us for IPMAT Rohtak 2022 first impression and detailed analysis on June 26. And also for the first impression and detailed analysis for IPMAT Indore examination on 2nd of July. You can subscribe our YouTube channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep and press the bell icon. Follow on Instagram, like us on Facebook, join our Telegram channel and download the app from Google Play. That's it from my side. Thank you very much and we'll see you again. Have a good day.